What's up, guys? I'm Vinyll Thrash here, and guess what? This is a video where I have other people in it for once. Introduce yourself. Yeah. We have.
I am Golden Muse. Hey.
We have.
Blue Fire.
And I already said who I am, so fuck off. Alright, so what are we doing today, guys?
It's your idea. You introduce it.
Okay, fine. Unless Golden's got something to add to it.
I think you can handle this, man. I think you got it, man.
Well, this video, we call this Beers and Bad Ideas, presented by our group on Facebook, Uber. What we're going to be doing is we put a bunch of ideas and none of us know what the hell we put in on the papers. We just stuck them in a hat and we're just going to draw one at a time, discuss whatever's on this piece of paper, and move on to the next thing. And I have a feeling the way we've been talking, you know, a good bottle of alcohol is going to be very
I ain't
useful.
touch that, man. It's bad stuff.
Bullshit.
In my opinion.
Bullshit.
Okay, get the hat, get the paper.
All right. Well, you know, let's do this. Here's our magic hat. I am so scared for my fucking life right now.
If you saw what the name of that hat was, you would be too, because you might go there. See, Satan goes there for tours to see, like, make it hot and freeze it over, and then make it hot? Wow! I never thought of that.
Oh my.
Alright.
Please don't refer what that is, actually.
Okay, we're gonna mix these up now.
Take from the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, alright, just wanna give me
Start
a
at
drum
the
roll.
top, work your way down.
Give me a drum roll. Alright, I got the paper. And our first discussion will be, dear God, help us all.
That's one of mine.
Oh, excuse me, sweet Celestia, help us all.
Hey, wait, before you read that, I think I have a good discussion that we should discuss. Are we MLG enough to do this? Okay, never mind.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. Alright, go.
So I have a discussion.
If it's my writing, I know it's hard to read.
Dear sweet Jesus, the first discussion is tits, thoughts.
You actually got that?
Tits, thoughts. Okay, well, we'll talk about tits.
Tits.
Now, I'm assuming, you know...
Well, it's like many... How did you get that one?
Like, why? I mean...
How in the world?
By the way, introduce waifus.
This is my waifu, Twilight Spackle.
This one's bacon hair. She is best pony. So.
I'm waifuless.
He's a loser. He don't know love. He don't
know love. He don't know respect.
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
guys.
so on to that one. What I was referring to that is like.
Hold up.
He's gonna need more beer for this one.
Yep. Because I mean, I have to say I am quite the tits man, even in this fandom.
Well, I was hoping to get to that one at the end, not the first one. That was a random thought.
You told me to draw from the bottom. So what did I do? I drew from the bottom.
And that's where we'll start with the bottom. But no, because like most people kind of forget that like horses do not have actually breasts. They have tits.
They have crotch tits.
Yeah.
Which is apparently like...
I say keep them off of our cartoon horses.
Yes.
They don't need tits to be beautiful.
Okay, yeah, true. I mean, especially the Alamo Lotus picture that I had to go through a minute ago. Like, I was like, that's it. Take it off the fucking screen. And he still has stuff going on. But anyways, actually, this is kind of a more serious...
If that doesn't scare you, none will.
Oh, no, that's like... revisited.
Yeah,
but anyways, there's a more serious note about the tit subject. And I guess you guys are familiar with
breast cancer. Yeah, I know.
It's an awareness.
It's a deep
no,
subject.
man, no. I'm talking like, you know, the Milky Way, the milk mare.
Yes.
Oh God.
Like, you know how, you know,
not extremely familiar, but just enough to know.
Okay, well, let's just say this. You know, technically that's not a clop pony. It's not a, well, I mean, it's NSFW, obviously, but like, it's not a Rule 34. Because how that got started was the person who created Milky Way was she made it OC only amongst her friends. But apparently one of those friends wanted to be either a smart ass or a spy. I don't know the story of why they done it. But they decided to release. They released it out on the internet.
Oh, God.
And somebody got a hold of it, thought it was a good idea, started making like clop and shit, and it pissed the artist off. Now, this is what I've heard. Now, I don't know how true the story is, but sounds right. So if I'm wrong, if anyone knows the real story behind that, please correct me on it. I'm only off of like very little sources here. But anyways, what I was told, like she got mad because that person released the pony like out and let people see her, and it got a fan base. It came very thank you.
Boy.
And so like she said fuck it one day and made a Tumblr for it, and they're like, since damage is already done, and what her reasoning behind it is of course Milky Way is supposed to be like the milk mare of I guess
Equestria.
Trottingham, or I guess all of Equestria. I mean that's a lot of ponies, but her point was not to say, oh look, I'm a pony with big tits. The point was that she has a special talent that some people could take wrong, but if you're mature enough to handle it, you don't look at it that way.
Which about 95% of us are not, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I've had some days, but I mean, I'm starting to respect the real meaning behind it.
You had some days, what does that mean?
I've had some days.
You've had some
days. Well, take it back kind of, because I've had 2 kids, so I know what
days are.
Well, actually, I did not have 2 kids, but I've had 2 kids, and it's like, I can tell you, those mammograms get a severe workout.
Yeah, right.
Because I saw a picture with Rarity, and she was with Spike.
Uh-oh.
No. They were kids, and she was complaining to Spike. It's like, this guy keeps eating and eating, and well, he's just like, my mammograms wore out, and she was wearing a sheet over it. And I hadn't even thought about it in the beginning, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool, because I thought I was just
a kiddie discussion.
Yeah, but so that's actually where my train of thought started. So it really wasn't actually that bad. Well,
but I mean,
half of it wasn't that bad.
I mean, you got to think of like, the artist who did that, like, the fuck were they thinking?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just like,
that's slightly worrying. Like, you're gonna bring like little subtle messages into a picture of them as kids.
Well, I mean, it was her complaining that like the dragon full hybrid, which is what is that called? They're kind of like the bat plates. So
Draco ponies.
Kieran, I think, is Kieran is one of the things they're called. Like pony dragon.
The only dragon pony I know is that YouTuber. Like he has what's his name? Mike said. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I know there's a bunch of like Spike and Rarity.
Yeah, they have that. So many of those. It's not even funny. It's getting to be about as bad as the Discord and Celestial ones. Like, I like that ship, but it's like, okay, like,
See, I gotta say, I don't like the Discord Celestial ship. I mean, I don't mind it, but I just don't see it. Like, I see more Fluttershy, or maybe even Pinkie Pie than,
Well, I've seen a little of everything, but anyways, moving on, like, on with tits here, but yeah, anyways, a story about Milky Way, as I was saying. So just when you think, this girl's already upset that she's finding out people are making clop of her OC and stuff, which you should expect that. Welcome to the fucking internet. But to make things worse is that a Chinese company made a bootleg without her permission, took her design of the pony and made a bootleg plush, so everyone who bought it didn't know it was bootleg. They figured it was all, oh, I guess she got permission, and I think it's pretty unique. Me, I'm one of those guys who bought the plush. So my idea here, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm going to try to get that money back to the artist. She says that she's only asking like $2 from people just so she can make some of it. I said, fuck that. She took time, made that OC. I'm going to try to give her back her money.
Yeah.
She deserves it. So if she ends up watching this and all, I hope, she knows that I am serious as a fucking heart attack about this. But no, about tits. Crotch tits, I'm bittersweet about that. I mean, I think just keep it off our horses. I mean.
Yeah, so we've written this one pretty much to death. Let's go to the next.
All right. Let's move on to the second one. I got a feeling the one's going to be worse than the other.
Again, that was the worst one I put in.
That was you put that in. I thought that was him.
No.
So you had a tips discussion.
I'm not a tip guy, you see.
Still, I mean, you probably put some shit like that. How crazy you've been acting today.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm scared for my life for this one as well. All right, we got the second discussion here.
Let's make this rapid. Let's get the meat of it.
Okay, I like this one. Earth Pony music thoughts, and I'm taking.
That's magic.
Earth Pony music?
Magic.
It's magic. It's G.
Earth Pony magic?
Oh, magic. I thought it looked like music.
Yeah.
Alright, I have something to say about this. In my headcanon, really, unicorns are the only ones that can use magic. Really, kind of all three races can, but unicorns are the only one that can, actually control it and do, voluntarily kind of useful stuff that you would consider magic to be. But, Earth Ponies are capable of it. I would say Pinkie Pie is extremely magical.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with all her, foresight and whatnot. But she doesn't really control the magic. It just sort of happens.
Like when she sneezes at confetti.
Yeah, I know.
Does that?
She can expand her body to eat an entire cake in about half a second.
But you can stand in there for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that too.
See, the thing that throws me off about the cake thing, she can eat entire cakes, but she can't eat 9 muffins without getting sick and turning fat.
Yeah. Well, those are equal muffins. Those are severely fiber muffins. You know, you can eat big fluffy stuff, but you eat some heavy duty bran muffins. you're gonna be sore.
God.
Man, her face was green and she was fat. I'm just like, that was only 12 muffins.
Well,
how can you be that fucking fat?
They expand in water. That they're probably so dry when she ate them.
I mean, it looks like a desert. That city looked like it was in a village was in a desert.
So they probably expand to 3 times.
But speaking of speaking of Earth Pony magic, I remember if you guys remember the one where they got the tickets. It was
I think it's episode 3.
Yeah, season 1. But anyways,
Yeah.
if you remember when they all had the tickets, they were all levitating them. Including Applejack. She came back with the spike and she was levitating the ticket. I was like, what the hell?
I think the tickets were levitating themselves, actually.
I don't know, but all I know is
or maybe Twilight was levitating.
But there was no...
Yeah, it wasn't Twilight because the swirly magic thing wasn't purple. Yeah.
It wasn't purple, or it wasn't
Well,
rare.
they barely had her...
Blue.
You remember her color of magic kind of varied in the beginning. At least, I think
That's true. Yeah.
But why in the hell would you... Well, man, if she's going to go through that, why didn't she just carry them all? Just have
well,
all
she wanted to show each one so that everyone...
here, this one's for you. Catch. Oh, don't worry about it. I got you levitating here. It just don't make any sense.
Well,
but maybe it was just some kind of error or something. Maybe it was
an idea errors in that episode. I want to point out something. Just really quick, if you look in that episode, in the scene where they're all in her house, doing stuff behind her back or whatever, and she opens her door and they're all shocked, they're all cleaning stuff and whatnot, and they get caught or whatever. In that frame, when they get caught, Fluttershy's, I think it's either left or right wing. It only has one feather, and that feather is blue. It's a total animation error. It's really funny.
I gotta look that
up.
Like
Discords.
Yeah, something like that. It's just
wow.
It's just a little finger on her side. You're like, what?
She's like,
it's like a little blue penis.
Let's not talk about that.
Yes, we saw that. Okay, before we get on that, it's because the reason I say it is because a lot of times you see Earth Ponies do stuff with their hooves, open doorknobs, hold stuff that they normally not. So I think they have a type of tactile telekinetic power to a small extent.
Yeah.
By God, Pinkie can make
her face.
Well, we don't even really talk about Pinkie that much.
Pinkie is just
she's got her own. It's not even called magic. It's just called Pinkie, and everybody knows what the hell you're talking about. She can
reality warping.
Make a G3 face appear on herself.
She was really apprentice under Discord.
Yeah, that's a good
theory.
theory.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
you got it. Well,
Because that, and also Pegasus go through their wings, which is their bones. Unicorns go through their horns. So like Earth ponies would be like through their hooves is what I would assume too.
Yeah, feet. So,
Hooves. Okay.
you got it.
next, yeah, let's go. Yes.
All right, here we go.
Let's really try to pump these up.
That was a pretty good one. Let's see if we can keep up the serious one here. And
We don't
I
have
gotta
to get
feel
that
that back.
serious.
I know it's like get some alcohol in. Non-playing. All right,
What?
here we go. Here's
Is
discussion.
one of
number four.
mine?
I don't know.
I didn't fold mine like that, so no.
Okay, this is actually one of mine. Scootaloo's parents. And I managed
Dead. Just like Applejack's parents.
Dude.
No, I don't know if they're dead, but
Oh yeah,
I think there'd be a. Well, I mean, I know I'm sure they haven't gotten to it, but
I mean, you think that, well, I don't know, they incorporated Big Lebowski into it, so I mean, I can't say they won't incorporate it, but I can't say they will either, so.
yeah.
But it just makes me wonder, like, she seems very happy.
That's a good point.
Like, she, usually children, I mean, they may have smiles on their face, but like, if they're hiding something, you can tell it. Well, Scootaloo, it's hard to say, like.
well, I mean,
Applejack's
consider
parents are dead. You don't see her hiding nothing either, so.
But she also has Applejack, Big Mac, and Granny Smith.
That's a good point. Yeah. Scootaloo would be pretty depressed. I mean, that's a good point.
there was a pony in the one with Thanks for the Memory, ice skating that had like a stallion that had like Scootaloo's exact same color scheme.
Well, someone needs to call Ari and Equestria then.
But yeah, an interesting thing, speaking of dead parents, me and him went to
that's lovely.
Me and him went to BronyCon 2015. I went to the Equestria Daily panel, and I apologize, I can't remember the guy's name, but I talked to a guy who one of the writers who got in major trouble for making a joke on one of his posts about Applejack's parents being dead and how much crap he went through for that. So I mentioned that because it seems like the rest of the fandom really doesn't like that concept of them being dead, but I like it. I mean, maybe they don't like it, but they believe it. I don't know.
Yeah, it adds a more realistic feel to the show. Like, it's,
It explains a lot.
like, for example, I'm sorry, but listen, for example, they talk about they actually use the word something, like, I can't remember what episode or what it is, and I feel bad. But, like, you hear Twilight or one of them say something about this is going to do something to us to death or something, so implying that death does exist. Death is
we know death exists. There's like funeral scenes in the show at some
Which
point.
I've yet to see that. Like, I don't know which
in like openings and stuff. There's like little funeral. Like they're extremely not noticeable, but they're there. They're there.
opening.
I don't
You
know.
mean like the intro, like the song?
Not like my little foot. No.
The funeral going by on the intro.
The hearse there.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, there's death. Death is a thing.
Oh yeah, death is canon.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I really like what they did with like Thanks for the Memory. Because I mean they did that because I mean I don't want them and they can't deal with death in like a kids show.
You know, a lot of people say they think that episode's about death. I don't think so. I think that's more like the real life comparison would be more like if one of your best friends was like moving away.
Well,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
what I
kind of like
Yeah.
death is them moving away permanently. Well, when you're young, they're moving away.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got it. Instead of looking at it as someone moving away, maybe it's a tough situation that you're used to, and once there's a change to that situation, maybe it's the getting used to it, or accepting it. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not even just about a particular, type of situation. You gotta think of it that way. Because I've noticed that in a lot of episodes where there'll be a lesson and you would think, oh, I can relate to that, but I could also think of other people that relate to it, but in a different way.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as school, I think her parents are dead. Rainbow Dash is going to end up as sort of like a big sister figure, almost a mother figure at some point. That's my
I
theory.
don't know. I couldn't see Rainbow Dash as a mother.
I could.
Looking out for that's why I say big sister.
Have
not
you
really
seen
mother.
her with Tank when no one's looking?
I don't know about all that, but
Well, I mean,
I
like
don't
when you
know,
see like Like when I was looking, she goes over and
But I mean,
snuggles him.
Yeah,
Or
that's a pet.
any-
That's a pet though. It's not a child.
It's like a Gilmore Girls relationship.
Hey,
Randy
Gilmore
Dash and
Girls?
Scootily, yeah.
You gonna bring that shit in here?
Yeah, I am.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's a good reference, but it's like you don't. It's like okay.
I honestly
Dude,
never watched that show.
we're analyzing MLP My Little Pony.
I know. I'm saying it's
Gilmore Girls is just a
surprising.
step up on there.
I mean, that's fine. Like I think it was a good reference, but it's like I didn't expect it.
Okay.
Okay, Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
We read this one to death.
Let's
All right, no more.
Let's do it.
It's everything
And
else.
one of mine is going to come up. I have some really good. Mine are going to blow y'all's out the window on mine.
Oh, geez, probably so. I mean,
No, don't pick that one. That's definitely not mine. Don't pick that one.
Yeah, don't pick any little ones. You already got like 2 of mine.
Don't even look at them, man. You're going to pick all yours.
You're like, don't look at them. Don't
Don't
pick from the bottom.
I'll be perfect
God,
honest with you.
dude. Alright,
I
fine.
don't
Just
know
read that. It's probably not mine. It's not mine, 'cause it's another one of yours, I think.
No, it's not mine because I pulled
It's
mine up.
mine.
God,
You know what?
dude,
Here,
put it
here.
back.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't know this was mine. It makes you feel better. All right,
Mine is
come on.
folded in thirds.
Have him pick his.
We should have all folded ours the same way.
I
Instead of having this, whatever the hell it is that we're doing. Alright, here we go. Okay, if it's the same one, then too fucking bad we're doing it. Alright, here we go. Discussion, what is it, number 4? Will Chrysalis make a comeback? I sure hope so. She is my favorite.
A lot of people say from episode 100 the fact that there was an appearance from a changeling and suggest
well, the
she's
reason.
making a comeback.
Well,
She's definitely making a comeback in the comics because the last one for the villain series had her escape. So, like, and the writer specifically had her do that, so they would write one for her for another, or said that they wanted to continue that.
That's good.
Well, the reason the changeling was in episode 100 was to be used as an example.
But yeah, for anybody that doesn't read the comics, shout out to the freaking comics. They are amazing. They add a completely other
And
side
the
to
artists
it.
who do
They
them.
just fill in so many holes and like.
Well, they can do
In
so
my
much
opinion,
there
with the
they
show.
can't do on the show.
Yeah, like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they made, like, I'm not going to spoil it. Now, you know, I don't know. We're not going to say too much about the comics. We don't want to spoil it for you, but they're...
Spoilers incoming. Turn off this video.
Yes. They're references to like stuff that people in their young 20s and stuff. The amount of references to that kind of stuff you see is just astronomically higher in the comics. You're gonna see a lot more references, and that's enjoyable.
Yeah, like Rick Astley.
Yeah, Rick Astley was in one of the comics. So we just spoiled that. There's like Transformer references.
Which, I mean,
and
Rick Astley, it doesn't really, it's not really relevant to the story in it, so we're not really spoiling anything for them other than, like...
Well, I mean,
shit
I
on
want
the
to do
back
like
pages.
some spoilers because, like, the comics, really, the Reflection arcs gives Celestia a ton of character growth.
Oh, yeah.
Like
the... Not going to say it.
hey, spoilers incoming.
No spoilers. Like, I do not want to give no spoilers. I want people to watch this video. I don't want them to just like, oh, spoiler, turn it off, you know.
Well, see me, it's like, I actually don't mind spoilers. They're kind of like, for me,
that's
it's like,
you. That's you. If we were making this video for you, then we would just blurt it out.
that's what we're doing, aren't we? Oh, no.
Alright. I think we're good. I think we're good.
But yes, definitely Crystals. I hope to see her back because she is one of my favorite villains. Alright, moving on.
Not too fast.
Faster the better, man. Let's see.
See, that one was nice and quick.
Alright. There's really not much to talk about. Alright, here we go.
They've already got it covered.
Will gay lesbo relationships ever be canon?
They're as close as they can get.
Lyra and Bonbon was the closest.
Yeah,
I've
that,
ever
I
seen.
mean, yeah. I guess. What about like not just in like the specifically fan pandering episodes? How about like like actual stuff? I'm unfortunately a little pessimistic about it simply for 2 reasons. One, I don't know if the people writing it will be comfortable having that stuff in their thing because they know it'll bother some of their audience. Like the stuck up kind of part of their audience, not the best part, but still a significant part of their audience. Also,
Everyone with kids.
In the sort of like high fantasy setting that My Little Pony's in, you don't usually think of like gay stuff going on in that. I mean, in mythology, like in human mythology, dealing with that kind of fantasy setting, you don't usually hear that. You don't usually hear gay stuff.
Although there was tons of it back then.
Yeah, but whatever.
If
you ignore the Greek stuff and you just like
ignore it, just pretend it never existed.
Well, we try that anyway.
I'm talking
we
like
watch a show
Nordic, freaking Danish mythology, you know, all the
okay.
We watch a
goblins
show
and
about cartoon
gnomes
horses.
and dwarves, you know,
And
dragons.
gnomes, never mind. We won't even go to gnomes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we watch a
Wizards.
show for cartoon horses. Greek mythology does not exist.
No.
We have control over your mind, which you believe now.
Well, there was there's a lot of stuff that influences that.
Oh yeah, like Lauren Falls talked about that. Yeah, Lauren Falls talked about how they took mythical beings and stuff and wanted to incorporate it into the show. I think Draconicus was actually one of them. The thing at Discord is.
Mm-hmm.
What were we talking about again?
If gay and lesbo relationships will be canon.
Oh, I have if you want to, it's talking. It's hard for me some days.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
What?
Say what again?
Just do it! Speak English!
Oh God.
BronyCon reference, there you go.
No.
Do it!
What is that? Just do it.
Just do it.
Oh,
We're doing
God.
it all through BronyCon.
Let's not explain this on video yet.
Okay, that's another video. Never mind.
That's another thing about pony memes and stuff that.
Oh, that's a pony meme?
Well, not originally,
No.
but it was at BronyCon. Everybody was fucking doing that shit.
What is
It's a
meme?
Shia LaBeouf meme.
Okay, well, I will Google it later.
I think it came from Nike as well.
You watch the video, it's a funny video.
Okay, so are we still on?
Well, I mean, considering we really didn't tackle anything, we just started yelling, "Just do it" at the end of it.
I was just wanting to make sure we finished that last one off. I don't even remember what it was. Okay.
If it's gonna happen, I will go ahead and say this: due to seeing how most of the world is, how easily butthurt they are. Like me, I know all of us would agree we wouldn't mind seeing a gay or lesbian like relationship in there. I mean, me, I don't care less. I'm gonna be honest with you. It could happen or it don't have to happen. It won't hurt my feelings none, but I guarantee you, if Hasbro done it, there will at least be a few hundred emails and letters.
Well, you also got to think they sell the toys. They sell toys.
Yeah.
Who buys toys? Parents for kids.
Yeah.
Who has kids? Not gay and lesbians. I'm sorry.
Touche.
The heterosexuals. And unfortunately,
They adopt kids. They're good people.
Yes, but I mean, they're not. You touch me. Adoption, looked at it, takes a ton of work. Time, work, money. It's not two stupid people being like, oops.
Yeah, that's
there it is.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta get a job.
But the way I see it is the way I see. You see how easily offended people are. You know, would that be something that, I mean, Hasbro probably is thinking like we do, like, well, we wouldn't mind doing it, but like, how would it make the company look? Like
I mean, I honestly, and I mean, it's not something kids need to deal with that young anyways.
And besides, I think I like how they were doing Lyra and Bonbon, if that was in fact their message behind it. I mean, we might be looking into it wrong as bronies, but like if that's probably the approach they would use, just make it very subtle, but enough for people our age that have an understanding of it. Because the kids, they'd be like, oh, they're best friends. To us, it's like, they gonna fuck. That's what they're gonna do. That's what we're going to be saying. But
hey,
I would love if
that's called friends with benefits.
Yeah. You know what I'd love?
If
hey, that's not even good friends with benefits. That's just friends with benefits.
Yeah.
If you're really lucky to get good friends with good benefits.
I'd love if they threw in some like innuendos or something. Like picture this. Picture a scenario in which Lyra and Bonbon are like working on like, say, like just some kind of contraption. They're using screws and like tools and whatnot to build it. And Lyra's like, oh, hand me the screws or whatever. And then Bonbon's like, oh, I can't find them. And then Lyra's like, oh, shoot, we're screwed. And then Bonbon goes like, I'm going to screw you tonight. So like,
that's not
subtle. That's not subtle.
Hey, Rainbow Dash got away with calling Discord a dick, so.
Wait, what?
You didn't hear it?
No.
Tell us.
What the fuck?
Okay, if you watch the episode, which one's the one where Fluttershy reforms Discord?
Keep calling Flutter on.
Yes. That's it.
And what was it? It was like after they released them, and Rainbow Dashes, I think, complained to Discord. What's the Twilight Sparkle? But Rainbow Dash, like, Discord's messing with him, and then Rainbow Dash is like, quit it, Dickcord.
Dickcord.
Oh, I seem to remember that.
You remember that?
Right,
I read that. I was like, she said Discord.
If we find it, if we look it up and we find it, I'll put it.
I don't want to post it too much because I don't want to go back and derpy edit it.
True.
Okay, then never mind. There will not.
But I mean, it's one of those things.
Look it up on your own. Like if you see it, I want to see this myself because I'm like Gold Muse over here. Like he says, he
it's like, and I was like, the first few times I heard it, I was like, wow, that sounds like Dick. She called him Dick, which he is, but
yeah.
It's something that Rainbow Dash wishes she had. Anyways,
that do any of you watch R.L. Yoshi's Pony Theories? I think it's.
I've heard that name, but like
he does like different things on
like an analyst.
Like did he do like Rainbow Dash's sexuality or
yes.
something?
You
Yeah.
seen that one?
Yeah.
Very good. You need to watch it.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah. Don't
So
know.
get some Pinky
Haven't
Dash.
seen it. Get some what?
Some Pinky Dash.
Some Pinky Dash. That is a good
Pinky
shit.
Dash.
All right. Well, I think we pretty much like.
Oh, we wrote that. Whatever it was, we wrote it till we don't see it. So.
But I mean, people get the idea. All right. What's the next thing here?
Rainbow Dash, your clouds taste like frosting.
I'm sorry. I had to say something like that.
Oh yes.
Go.
All right.
Well, Pinkie Pie, you know she's sweet.
All right. Here's
Yeah.
the next topic.
Oversaturated. Never mind. That's disgusting. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
What pony do you want to spend a day with? Sunset Shimmer.
This one.
This one.
I love Celestia. But think about that. If you wanted to really get to know someone that knew the most about it,
Wait, what?
like that and Celestia is like a very teacher oriented. So I think she'd be not like if I got one day Equestria, I'd be like, that'd probably be the.
You know, you're right. Celestia would be a good one because like she knows Equestria better than any pony else.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's been around. Like, actually, Discord and Luna don't even count.
I don't want to say like she's old because that would be disrespectful.
Oh, you can say she's old,
dude. I'm her student. I can't be doing that.
I mean, I'm sure she's like so. Like,
Nicole Oliver made that official. So if you're wondering what the fuck I'm talking
He
about,
personally talked to Nicole Oliver.
gave her a letter.
She's like, yeah, you're my student because your letter's awesome.
she felt
You dick. I'm gonna write a heavily worded letter to the princess about you. She's gonna send you to the moon, okay?
Okay, this one's been.
Well, I mean, hold on. So he
What?
wants to spend it with Twilight. Why do you want to spend it with Twilight?
You got me. I can't think of it.
Okay,
I just
fine.
know the vibes are why, man. It would just be right, you know?
Yeah, well, the reason I was spending it with Sunset, and really this is based off of around the time, like before Rainbow Rocks, you know, everybody was picking on her and stuff, you know. I would be that one guy that would literally, like, you know, make her feel better about herself, but like, don't worry about what them other people say, because we're talking about Equestria girls, obviously. So I'd make her feel better about
I
herself.
like that.
Okay.
Okay, but see, I'm gonna go back one real quick second and continue riding this one in the ground. But it's like I like Applejack a lot, but it's more of I have an empathy with her, with like work ethic, family, whatever.
So you'd help her work?
So like, but like spending the day is like not something that would be really I mean, it'd be nice, but it's like, why I like her is because she's like me, so I spend the day with myself anyway, so.
Yeah.
So it would be quite the same. Whereas Princess Celestia, that would be totally something new. So, that's my reasoning for it.
There you go. We got Applejack, Sunset Shimmer, and the Unreasoned Twilight Sparkle.
Well, Twilight would be a lot of fun because she would be she would be my second thing to Celestia because
Thing?
like she.
Thing? That's disrespectful.
The second choice.
There you go.
That's still disrespectful, but
Not
Get
really.
back on
It
camera,
sounds
man.
better
Get
than
back on
Thing.
camera.
Sorry.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah.
the reason for that would be because, like, I mean, she reads a ton. She has a ton of knowledge. I mean, she's the princess of friendship. So you want to figure out how to make friends. There you go. And it's like she's also one of the few alicorns that have ascended. So
Yeah, she's just very interesting, and I wouldn't feel intimidated, I guess.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be hard to not feel intimidated.
I think- I don't want to go into this discussion, but in my opinion, she's like most well-rounded of the main six. I think most people.
Well, she's
agree
had
with
also
her, so
she's had the most character development of the main six.
yeah.
Considering she is the main protagonist, technically.
Yes.
Yeah.
They say that some
But they've
people
done
argue.
a lot of good, like with like Fluttershy, like Applejack hasn't, but Applejack, because Applejack is also one of those that she's to begin with, her character is well-rounded to begin with.
Mhm.
She other is like, I would consider second one if Twilight's not there to pick up the reins of leadership.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas, like Rainbow Dash, she's had a bunch of character development. And even Pinkie Pie they've made her, like, I know people that like
Yeah.
hate it. She's one of those you hate or love. They've made her like lovable to anybody. So,
Yeah.
Rarity's another one.
I'm satisfied.
Yes, I'm satisfied too.
Me too. I've been ready to move on with that. So,
I have to keep going on that one.
oh yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's really a personal discussion thing, so that's fine. All right, let's see what else we have here. I know we haven't gotten a really crazy one yet in a long time.
No, well, we start with the other one, so.
All right, well, I got a bad feeling I just jinxed myself, but here we go. We're gonna do this shit anyways.
Well, I know I got one more good one.
Like you know this for a fact. Okay, ideas for MLP games, Super Smash Ponies. This is something a little bit. I mean, we're not gonna spend god awful time.
Whoa, wait. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, well, I'll tell you.
There is a
mine.
Super Smash Pony.
I know, but I'm saying I'm not talking about that version. I'm talking about like an actual 3D version.
Well, Can Cream actually did a video on this, actually for a game, and he said RPG, and I would agree with him. RPG would probably be the best, because that's like, I mean, it incorporates the most, like, parts of it, because that's what Equestria is like, a Final Fantasy. It's like, there's a lot of different stuff in it.
Well, what I was talking about was the Super Smash Pony. That's the reason I made that one. And what I was thinking in mind, like, you know how recently Super Smash Bros. 4, it incorporates a lot of characters. Like, there's more than ever. I think this has been the biggest roster they've had. What I was thinking was...
Vote for ponies.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be lovely if there would be some new...
That's not like some 4chan thing that would get started. But,
it could happen. They've got everybody in there.
I mean, Kim Jong-il was voted to be the best in time, maybe that was one of 4chan's friends. They went with the obvious choice of Obama, but, like, anyways, what I was thinking about the Super Smash Ponies was make it a huge, like, have a lot of stages or venues, whatever you want to call them, have a lot of characters, including, now this would not be an official thing, obviously, but have all of the canon characters and have, like, all the ones that you can think of as far as the Tumblr ponies, you know, get permission from them, of course, but, like, just have them all in one together, canon and non-canon characters. That would make, you know, interesting battles. Like, have, like, Wooden Toaster and Vinyl Scratch fighting, but, well...
That's what fighting and magic is for.
Yeah, but they don't have non-canon characters in it.
Well, that usually they have a lot of
And Zalgo Jack does not count.
Zalgo Jack.
Yeah, that big grayish colored Applejack with the black with red eyes and shit, creepypasta style. I don't know. Fighting is magic. I have the Mugen version of it, so it's Mugen or Mugen, however it's pronounced. I have that version of it, which if I wanted to, I could put Ryu from Street Fighter in it. So I don't care about the actual fighting is magic. Yes, I do appreciate it. I think that a lot of work was put into it. Don't think that. It's just, I mean, I just don't really care nothing about it. PlayStation and Xbox is never going to release it. I'm sorry to break your hearts, but the shit's never going to happen.
Well, Fight is Magic is not, but there's going to be, like, the actual, they're actually working on a second game, which, I mean, whenever they get the Kickstarter.
Well, fine. If they make it more like Smash Brothers, then I would like it better.
I don't know. Well, I mean, we already got Smash Brothers, so there's...
We already got Street Fighter, we already got Tekken and Mortal Kombat. You know, it's mostly like...
Mortal Kombat doesn't count.
It doesn't, but it does.
I don't remember where we're going with that. Continue on to the next one.
Anyways, like, the point is, I want to see a Smash Brothers with ponies, like an actual one with all the characters. Alright, moving on. Here we go.
Didn't go for the smaller one.
Well, here we go. I already see Trixie's name. Wonderful. Will Trixie's other side, wanting acceptance, ever show up in the show? Did it already? Did yeah? Like didn't it?
Nope.
Were you not counted or?
It didn't. I'm pretty sure she hasn't shown that side of her in the show yet. I'm almost positive.
I'm trying to remember. I read a comic about her.
Yeah, I've seen.
Oh shoot! Yeah. Okay. I don't know enough about the comics. My bad. That's
well,
good.
no. I mean, I read the whole
Where
series.
do you think that whole?
Let's talk. All right. Let's talk TV show. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, the TV show. I mean, there's immense potential. If you look at like, gosh, don't want to mention TRY. Yes, I do. I actually do. I love TRY. TRY.
Dude, I like her too.
TRY made this amazing, sort of like fan-made episode where it's like showing Trixie after like a hard day or whatever. I don't quite remember what happened.
Oh, like she was taking, like showed her taking pills.
Yeah,
and,
pills and get drunk and all that.
Yeah,
But working on the rock farm can do that.
Yeah, so that was showing one-sider. I want to see Trixie be like, you know, I want to see Trixie turn into like a Luna or a Discord or what do you call it? Retributed,
Reform.
redempted, reformed, or reformed villain. I want to see her be like, you know, I want to see her say something like, you know, I just wanted to be as good as you, Twilight, or something like that. Or she wants to be recognized as a powerful unicorn.
I feel the same way with Silver Spoon. What I want to see is I want to see an episode where Trixie just breaks down.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And then
redemption is the word you're looking for.
Why she does all the bluster and whatever is because of lack of self-confidence or self-esteem. Now that would be a really good episode.
And the episode should be called Trixie's Redemption.
Well, technically Magic Duel was supposed to do that, but it was not. They forgave her, but they didn't address the problem.
They forgave her, but she still has a little bit of that arrogance.
Well, the arrogance is more of a what?
That's what I want to see her shot down to earth, and you know. But at the same time, you don't really want to get rid of it because I mean she is a well-known villain in the show, or not maybe
She's
not a villain.
I mean,
She's an antagonist, but not like a. Because you think she's forgiven, but then you watch Rainbow Rocks and she's a villain in that.
Yeah, here's another thought. It's good. It actually is good to have people like Trixie that haven't been reformed because it's good to show. You know, sometimes in life you're not gonna be able to change people. You're not gonna be able to make them better people, no matter how hard you try. So it's good to just forget about that stuff.
So
move on.
You see how bro, the little subtle messages and stuff. You know, it works sometimes, but I don't know. You guys ready to move on?
Yes, let's go.
By the way, Trixie is one of my top favorites, so I would like to see some more of Trixie anyways, regardless of what it is. We're getting down to it, guys. So
you still got about 10 in there.
yeah.
I swear if I count it, it's about 6 to 8.
Okay, here we go.
Now I've got a little. The moment of truth.
Yeah.
Most interesting male character.
Oh God. Shining armor.
Discord.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Discord. My bad. Yeah. Discord.
Do we really count him as male?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eris is female one, which she's not even canon. Which I mean, I don't.
No, I mean, yeah, he's male. But I wasn't counting. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was like,
If you want to
Big
say
Mac,
besides Discord, that's
Actually,
more
let me,
interesting.
like,
I should've
Big
said
Mac
it.
is mine. Like, cause it's really funny. Cause like the most recent comic, yes, Twilight's going haywire, and I literally mean that because she's got all these friendship ladders, and she's going back to regressing to Lesson Zero land. She's like, I can't think of it, can't think of it. And so she goes to Applejack, and of course Applejack is running off to deliver some things, and she's like, well, talk to my brother. He gets a ton of stuff done, probably because he's not talking. So, but that makes a very interesting thing because she actually.
Speaking of Big Mac in the comics, I loved his. I think the first one. Oh yeah, definitely the first comic that focused on Big Mac. It was so interesting. Like there'd be all these thought bubbles where he has all these profound thoughts, and then when somebody asks him a question, what he says is just the typical stuff like, "Yep," you know. And he has these profound thoughts like, "Gosh, I'm so stressed. I hope I can, enjoy myself and find, whatever, blah, blah, mushy, whatever." And then they're asking him stuff, he's like, yep. I don't know. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, it was hilarious, because she actually, she studies him, he's like, he's done a ton of stuff, and it's not even, like, afternoon yet, and, in the comics. So she asked him a bunch of questions, and of course he's like, nope, yup, nope. She's like, that's not helping. So she goes find a spell and actually goes inside his head to see what's going on in there. There's a lot going on there. But there's been a few other references to Big Mac. But so that one was pretty funny. And the comics with him have been really nice. That, and I would like to see some I actually like Soren. Probably is one I want to see most of, because he actually seems like a pretty nice kind of goofy guy.
And he likes pie.
He likes pie and he likes pom-poms.
Yeah. And I seriously.
We've all had that moment where we're like, oh look, pom-poms. Boing!
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see that or read that fanfic about I think it was Soren. No, correct me if I'm wrong, but where they go in, I think it's the Wonderful saying they sneak into Rainbow Dash's like locker room and he finds the panties and shit like that because he really likes Rainbow Dash.
Now that is a ship out.
I don't know about that now.
You ever read that one? I forgot what the hell. I think it was about a year or two ago when I read that one.
God. I'll tell you who I think the most deep and complex male character in the show is. It's the stallion with the jelly obsession.
Yeah.
He has such depth in that. It has such meaning behind it. They have a jelly obsession. I mean, the concepts involved in that, and the rights and the things you have to advocate, to be able to do that kind of thing. Like it's really profound.
But the thing about the jelly guy, like one, where the hell are you gonna get a giant tub of jelly that big? And two, I was kind of like, really?
Didn't I work in industrial like fast food restaurants?
Like he went to Sam's Club or some shit. But anyways, like the way I see the jelly pony, it looked like somebody's OC. Like somebody just created their OC and they put it into the show. It was like,
well, that's what I thought the first time I saw him. I was like, oh, he's canon. That's hilarious.
Speaking of that,
like a Tumblr pony.
Speaking of that, I just want to really mention there's really funny animation out there. Don't know the author, but it shows the context behind like that scene in the Hearts and Those Day episode where they're singing the song, and like the one scene where Button Mash is, Sweetie Bug's like, this one's too young, and like it shows like the whole context behind that. Like it shows
Is it where he wine dies?
It's like it shows Button Mash playing the game. He's been playing it for like 6 hours. He's at the thing, and then he turns around. He's like, Sweetie Bug, what do you want? And then she's like, this one's too young. And then she leaves, and he's like, what? And then he looks back at his game, and he's dead.
And then all of a sudden,
I saw that one.
It says, play again. Okay. And he puts the coin in.
Okay.
I like Bug Mash.
I do too.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's up there with the best male characters that is actually canon.
Wow, yeah.
That's the funny thing. He even appeared in episode 100.
Yep. So,
In that one scene.
the knowledge.
There's Featherweight, and Thunderlane, and
Snip
Rumble.
and Snail.
Like a lot of people like Rumble. They like it.
But you can't forget Snips and Snail.
I can.
They're like
I
the-
tried to.
You know,
Yes, I
Snails
can.
is my man. He is
I have to
totally
say-
badass.
Like,
Well,
I'm-
unfortunately, they were
they're like-
introduced with Trixie, so that put annoying on me.
But like, they kind of remind me of Ed, Ed and Eddie. Like, so when they reference that in Ponies the Anthology 5, I thought that was like, yep, that makes perfect sense.
Alright.
Alright,
To the next. To the Batcave.
alright, here we go.
Like 3, 5, 6.
Like 3, I believe. Alright, here we go. Here is.
We might get to midnight.
Alright, here's the next
Go.
topic at hand.
I disagree.
Most interesting ship.
Well, interesting as in like having depth, or interesting as in
What
just
you
like
think is
unusual.
interesting, whatever your reasoning behind it.
We're
We're
doing
doing
all
like an
the
apples
above.
to apples, dear. It's just
I guess so. I guess that's what it is.
Deal,
We know
no,
this
dear.
You said apples, so.
red apple though.
I like I don't know, man.
There's so many good ships out there.
I know.
What else we do the most, like,
most interesting.
Disco shot.
Sure, yeah, that's that's a good
Disco.
one. It's interesting because to me it's interesting. It's like, can they really break beyond the platonic stuff that seems to be going on in the show? Can they really get like intimate? Can they really be attracted to each other?
Well,
I don't know if they can break that barrier, the
what's
friend zone
that?
barrier, I guess.
Oh, I mean, if you see how Discord is, and honestly, if you look at the way Fluttershy looks, at Discord,
Fluttershy is a
I mean,
naughty pony behind the scenes, man.
You know what?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all- hey,
Did you see her dream?
No.
In the,
Are you talking about that anime? What
No, the last one where it's like, it's nice to be the pet once.
exactly, or the
And you like turn to look at you like,
Yeah.
what is that shit where she's wearing the bee suit and she's like, does this put any images in your mind or something along those lines?
Yeah.
It's like, what?
you always be careful of the ones that are the quiet ones.
Yeah, listen, YouTube. Like, I was fixing to say what he just said. The listen, YouTube is always the quiet ones.
Yeah.
They're the ones that will handcuff you to that bed if they get the first chance to.
And you will like it.
Exactly, you will love every fucking second of it.
But, speaking of ships and whatever, I've heard it rumored that, I guess we've already gotten the Cake twins, but, Shining Armor and, Cadence having a kid.
Well, that was only a rumor because there was a
It'll
baby
happen.
pony one, like it was, I forgot what the hell. But the reason I could see it, but I disagree at the same time, is because, you know, Hasbro, they make like the toy exclusive ponies.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever that one toy exclusive pony came out right after the Canterlot wedding, it's like, yeah, maybe that'll be their kid, maybe it'll be in the show, but I mean, it's
It was some interview with, I think what was it?
If the Fairly
Megan
Odd Parents had a
McCarthy.
kid, Cadence and Shining Armor will have a kid. That's what I say.
well,
that
I'd
kind of
like to
thing.
see that, honestly. That'd be
They
nice.
call it Auntie Twilight.
Auntie Twilight. Is this gonna be like a
Oh,
Fresh Prince
no.
of Bel-Air?
I can't have waifu being a crazy ant lady.
Well, you can be Uncle Muse. That sounds like a
Sounds weird. Okay.
A John Candy movie that Uncle Buck. I believe Uncle Muse.
That one was, I liked Uncle Buck.
I did too. That was a really good John Candy.
It
movie.
was just weird.
Like, why do you ask so many questions? I'm a kid. It's my job. Anyways, this ain't about Uncle Fuck. Anyway, let's see. Let's move on. Disco Shy is a very sexy ship, so.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna move
How
on.
about Pinky La Celestia? That was a good ship.
I don't know. I just don't.
Well, you gotta realize how.
I mean, that just seems kind of, you know, I don't know.
Actually,
Maybe because
if
they
you
both
get-
like cake, maybe, but.
If you want to talk about physical ships, Big Mac and Luna.
There you go.
Oh,
Yes, and that was
Okay.
canon, or as close as canon as you can get.
Oh, yeah. Alright, well. Moving on to the
book
next
thing about I know.
I
was
wore
amazing.
him out.
Yeah.
Applejack is like, damn,
Yeah.
it is on.
Alright, next subject at hand here. Here we go. Why don't you do the honors and you read this one?
That's nice. Pony with most sexual flavor. No fame must be group discussion.
No waifus. So you cannot.
Alright.
It's got to be all of a group discussion. All of us agree on one pony that has the most sexual flavor. Like, you know.
Well, I mean, but see, that's like saying beautiful, and that is like art. So that's
You can't really. Yeah.
is subjective.
Yes, it is. I mean, that's right. All right. Here's what I think. I think
Here's
basically in all my thoughts of okay, thank you. In my thoughts of the sexual natures of these ponies, I think the amount of like actual personality they have is correlated with the amount of sexual personality they have. And so what you have is, in my opinion, Twilight's gonna have the most well-roundedness there. What?
You can't use your waifu in this.
That's not fair. That's like it's like pick the best country in the world, but you're not allowed to pick America.
okay, fine. We'll put it up then.
Well, I mean, it's like, well, I mean, I guess for whatever is that people
I'm just
were
kidding, America's not
attracted
that
to
great.
the ponies because they weren't because, I mean, they weren't like physically attracted to them, but I mean, they like their personalities, like Twilight, adorkable, or like Fluttershy, shy, I mean, that's good, or Rainbow Dash is super common. Like yes, they're sexualized because we do that, but they were like before that. The reason they sexualize them is because they liked their personalities, they liked them and what they were.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I'm not saying I'm into this, stuff. I'm just commenting on my beliefs.
Well,
as far
I
as
asked
what the
you,
show
like-
tells me about these things.
well, I mean,
Bullshit alert.
well, go out like.
You got me.
Well, I mean, but the thing is that where was I going with that? It's my whole train of thought just derailed. Reload. Someone else take up talking while I try to reload my
Okay,
thought.
basically, I feel like the pony with the most sexual flavor, and I feel like you guys would agree with this, is the girl that we all wish was around, the party animal, the one that,
Okay,
you know,
fine, yeah.
Pinkie Pie, every one of us would like to have would go with that. I mean, it would just be like, you
My
know,
deal is, she's extremely sexual, but I don't think her sexuality is very complex. I think it's just like,
Well, she's also very oblivious
That's the
to
word.
it too.
well, I mean,
I think like if they'll never do this canon wise,
no
but
shit.
like.
Oh, we're gonna have ponies fucking, right around. We'll
But,
cover
like-
in the next episode.
Like maturely wise, like Pinkie's probably the lowest of the main six.
That's what makes it the funnest.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well see, it's like for me, it's like I don't want someone that's like me on the low end. I want someone that knows what they're doing.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
the stupider they
Well,
are, the funnier they
No,
are.
I think if you're talking like,
Yeah.
if there's a way to measure the amount of sexuality, which one when Pinkie Pie is going to win? If you're looking at flavor, like if you're looking at complexity, then no. That's my
Well, let's look
In
at
that
all of
case-
it honestly. So Pinkie's on the top with like whatever, but like complexity, like Rarity's really complex. Fluttershy's really complex.
Rarity, I could see.
And
her.
like Twilight's complex, not as complex, and the Rainbow Dash actually is pretty complex.
Whatever.
Applejack, I don't think would be complex.
No, she'd probably.
Oh no.
It's just like let's just bug and get this over
We're
with.
gonna fuck or what?
We haven't even
I
started
don't
on
see
the
Rarity
princess.
though. Hold on.
Now Cadence though, I'm sure she works.
Hold on, I mean, like she probably rides that stallion to it like it's nothing. But anyways, he probably gets tired. That's probably why he has that stupid ass.
Well, actually, the funniest remark was like there was a little end comic, alternate comic for the ending of Glass of Water with the Discord.
Yeah.
It's like, and Cadence is like, things are boring at the Crystal Empire.
Gee,
and then
sure is boring around here.
And then Twilight's like, how about, I'm sure it's not boring with my brother. And she's like, not for more than 5 minutes. What?
What? Shit, well, I tell you, this internet thing.
Or something along those lines.
Oh my
She's
God.
like, I bet it's pretty exciting with my brother. She's like, not for more than 5 minutes.
Have either of you read An Hour Alone with Rarity? It's a clock pick, but like, I could definitely see Rarity having like a very complex,
I don't remember all the plots of these complicated fics and stuff. I can't remember all of them.
Because they're fucking decent.
I can remember like 5 well, and I
don't know too many of them. I know like White.
Well, I mean, Rarity is also probably like, because of her extreme knowledge of fashion, is probably extremely sexually knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Of the main 6. Unlike
she's
like Fluttershy and Twilight would probably be like would be the only ones close enough. I mean, Rainbow Ash, she probably doesn't have a clue. But hers is probably about what she's like fast. Wait, that's not fun.
No, you know what hers
faster.
All right.
Listen, she focuses like fast. Oh, that ain't fun. And then the whole time, anyway, she's still fantasizing about Fluttershy. The whole time.
All right.
But damn, I don't lost my train of thought with that note. But anyways,
Rarity, I will say, Rarity's a good idea because she's of the main 6. I think she's the one that like is most outgoing to get the stallions. I mean, that's canon.
But I mean, she also designs dress, so it's something she works with too in her job. It's like, what's this gonna look like? Is it too much, too little for whatever I'm going for? And a lot of other stuff too. So
we'll go with little. Anyways, about Twilight though. Twilight would be trying to figure it out from a book. Like, well, I'm like, look, what I'm about to give you. No, like the story will be like. You're like, what I'm about to give you? They don't teach you that shit in the book.
It's just like sex for dummies. Okay.
God. Sex for beginners.
No, sex for dummies.
Oh, that works too. I mean, you can still have that freaking guy, but he'll be pony fat or something.
I don't even want to know about that. So.
Okay.
Alright.
Next topic. That was very
saucy.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are at our last card. Which is something's not right because I know there was a couple of other ones in here.
Well, you taking that one?
Okay.
I didn't make that.
I know. But since Mr. Twilight Waifu over here, you read the next topic at hand.
Tara Stronja.
Tara Strong. For those of you that didn't catch his, whatever the hell he was doing.
Lady that does book force.
Book force?
Book force voice.
Book force.
Yeah.
And this is a vacant
She's
hair.
a person who makes inappropriate vines.
Dude! Are we really going to badmouth that?
I like that they're inappropriate.
I do too.
I like it. It's honest.
At least it's honest, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
hooray for Tara Strong. She's awesome. She's done classic voices and stuff.
Like she's like the voice actress queen of my childhood.
Yeah, she
has
has
everything other than Pokemon, which I don't.
She has that uniqueness of a high voice, but she doesn't take it too extreme like some of the other voice actors. Like it's a moderated, high pitched vibe.
Well, I mean, Bubbles, like from Powerpuff Girls.
I actually have a story about because my wife or ex or whatever. We won't even talk about that. We won't talk about my age either.
And that's not going to be in a future video either. So don't expect that shit. Because why would you do that? Anyway.
Well, whatever. Okay. From an outsider's opinion, not a running group or whatever, it severely surprised her because she did like Twilight's very dorkable nerd, whatever, and when she saw the voice actress, we know Tara Strong. So she was like, wow, that's totally different. Yeah. That's like, she's like, from the looks, it's like some, like, blonde, whatever. But, like, she actually has a lot of depth and, very smart and is actually very balanced. Like, I mean, she's not just another dork. She applies to them, though, which I think is, like, right there. I'm like, woo! Like, to even deal with gamers and be decent, like, female, it's like you have to be pretty.
Hey, props to TRY for making an amazing animation based on Tara Strong's game Lollipop Chainsaw. You should look that up. It is fantastic.
I've actually talked to TRY before on Facebook.
Yeah, you've told me about the things.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into that, but like, she's pretty cool though. The thing is though, like, I told her my real name. She said I killed a guy like by that name in Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, okay.
In New Vegas. No, she had actually physically killed anyone.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
Well,
you won't be able to upload all of it unless you have enough account or whatever.
I mean, it's only like an hour or something. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine.
When did we start? About 10
Well,
something? It's an hour.
If y'all are seeing this, it went through alright.
Yeah, if you guys...
If not, you've had to click through a lot of next part 1 or 2 or 3.
Exactly. I mean, if it's just straight up boring to you guys, I'm sorry. I mean, we didn't tell you to stick around. But if you
try
guys,
drinking with it, I'm sure it'll be
Well,
good.
thank you for doing it. We appreciate
like,
it.
if you guys liked it, comment, subscribe. You know,
He'll add the.
I really appreciate it.
Again, I'm Golden Muse.
Blue Fire.
And you know me, I'm Vinyl Thrash, the one and only.
Thank God.
And fuck you.
Yeah.
All right. Later.